fortune of getting association of His Grace Madhav Murari Prabhu जी. So प्रभु जी आप लोग पहले भी देख चुके हैं प्रभु जी को, परंतु अपने प्यूरिफिकेशन के लिए, फॉर माय प्यूरिफिकेशन, आई विल give a brief introduction of प्रभु जी. So प्रभु जी is practicing Krishna consciousness since 2006, and he has got his first initiation in 2008 and second initiation in 2018. Prabhuji is a graduate of law from Saratov State Academy of Law, and later he also grabbed a degree in religious studies from Altai State University. Prabhuji has also served as a pujari uh, to Jagannath Baldev Subhadra in Moscow Vedic Cultural Center at Botanical Garden Metro Station. And Pruji also coordinated in the publication of the magazine Sankirtan of the New Age. He was also engaged in the Vaishnav education in Russian Federation, the Golden Ring area. And Pruji has also served as a translator to His Holiness Bhakti Vishrambha Madhav Swami Maharaj and His Holiness Bhakti Anugrah Janardhan Swami Maharaj. And now Pruji lives in Kyrgyzstan, is in Bishkek, and he conducts the spiritual classes, educational programs, and also translates Vaishnava literature. And Pruji is, like you can see, he preaches in many countries, including India, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Germany. So हम प्रभु जी का स्वागत करेंगे. We will welcome प्रभु जी by loudly chanting Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna प्रभु जी.
Hare Krishna, Sabji Dandavat Pranam.
Welcome प्रभु
Hare
जी.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Nice to hear and nice to see all of you. And today, because of your invitation and by your mercy, we are going to make a short, how to say, review of the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And I would like to get the permission to share my screen also, if it is possible.
Yes, प्रभु जी, sure.
Yeah,
I'll just give you.
possible. Okay. Hari Hari Bol.
Yes, प्रभु जी. Now you
Okay,
can share.
great. Very nice. So we have a book. We have a book. We have two books. We have three books. The first one, of course, is the book which we call Bhagavad Gita as it is, which is translated by His Divine Grace Abhay Charna Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Also, we have this book written by Vatsala Prabhu. He is from Russia. He is Radhanatha Swami's disciple of His Holiness Radhanatha Swami Maharaj, Srila Radhanatha Swami Maharaj. So he made this book which is called Visual Philosophy of Bhagavad Gita Study Guide. So we're going to use it today, and I'm going to share this book with our organizers as well, and I hope that it will help them in their preaching activities. So we have here these pictures. It is about the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is called Karma Yoga. We actually have two chapters in Bhagavad Gita, the third one and the fifth one, which is also about Karma Yoga. So today we're going to make short review about the third chapter, and this chapter is divided in four parts. The first part is about renunciation or activity, verses from 1 to 9. Then verses from 10 to 16 It is the topic is from Karma Kanda to Karma Yoga. What is the difference between Karma Kanda and Karma Yoga? Verses from 17 to 35 is about Acharya principle in Bhagavad Gita. Means those living entities who are here on this planet and in this material world also, some of them, they need purification of their hearts, and some of them, they are quite elevated, spiritually elevated and purified, and because of that, their role is not just to practice spiritual life, just to purify their hearts. The role is that firstly, they are practicing just to show the example for those living entities who have this goal to purify their hearts from material contamination. And the last verses of the same third chapter, verses from 36 to 43, it is about material contamination. It is about lust and also about greed. So here it is written, beware of lust. Because lust, because karma, it is our great enemy, which destroys our spiritual advancement. So we have Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, we have this book written by Vatsala Prabhu, and we also have this one book, maybe you have seen this book, Gita Sutras. Gita Sutras, which is compiled and written by Braj Mohan Das. I don't know where he resides, but anyway, brajmohandas.com. He has a website and he wrote this book, Gita Sutras. So we're going to use these books in order to explain the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So renunciation or activity. And just one moment. Just one moment. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have the third chapter. And the first question is, Arjuna is asking Krishna, O Janardana, O Keshava, why do you want to engage me in this warfare if you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work? My intelligence is bewildered by your instructions. Therefore, please tell me which will be most beneficial for me. So it is nice. It is the role of a disciple. Arjuna became a disciple of Krishna. Krishna is original spiritual master of everyone, and he is asking what to do. So it is nice. If we are disciples of our spiritual master, it is natural that we are asking our spiritual master what to do. And we consider his instructions to be something which will be beneficial for us. So here Arjuna, he is asking, what will be beneficial for me? And it is the beginning of the third chapter. We are trying to understand what will be more spiritual. To do a lot of things or to do nothing. What is more spiritual? Or like Braj Mohan Prabhu in this book, he formulates this question like this: work or worship? Work or worship? Or another version of the same question, beads or deeds? Means we are going to use our japamala, our beads, to chant holy names, or deeds, we are going to do some activities. So what is better? He is asking here. And so let's see what will be the answer. We have some essential verses in this third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and purports also. Everyone is forced, in the verse number 5. Krishna answers to Arjuna, everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. So 2 points are here in this verse number 3.5. First of all, we cannot be inactive. Each and every living entity, he or she, they always do something. And like His Holiness Gopala Krishna Goswami Maharaj was used to say, he was saying, if you are not going to engage yourself or to engage your mind in a positive way, then your mind will be engaged by itself. It will be engaged in negative way. So it is not normal that we are always active. It is one point from this verse. And another point is that we are conditioned. Means modes of material nature are forcing us to do something. So it means what? It means one should accept himself. like, like in these books, very popular books of psychology, usually they write, you just accept yourself. It is common thing. You just accept yourself as you are. And it is, there is, it is reasonable. It is reasonable. Sometimes we observe ourselves and maybe we're not so happy about some of our qualities. It is natural. But we cannot just deny such and such quality which we have or such and such habit, which we cannot just close eyes or we cannot just say that I don't have it and so on and so on. We cannot, how to say, we cannot deny. We cannot deny. If we have something, we have it. And if someone decided that I have such and such nature, but I don't like it, and I want to be completely another person, usually it doesn't work like that, because this conditioning is quite powerful. We have got it from our previous lives. So what we can do, we can engage our conditioning in devotional service. Each and every person has particular qualities, particular capacities, so we can use it in devotional service. If some habits are sinful habits or some qualities are sinful qualities, then of course we should try to get rid from this. But if it is normal, then it is called just accept yourself. Just accept yourself, it doesn't mean that just accept your sinful nature and accept your sinful nature as normal situation. No, it is not like this. Otherwise, in this third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna would not tell Arjuna about this destructive power of lust, destructive power of kama. To accept oneself means that we are trying to understand what is our nature, we're trying to engage it in devotional service, and we're trying to purify our hearts from what? From material contamination. So the main principle is described here in the verse number 3.9. Яги архат карманон ятра, локо ям карма бандханах, тад ардхам karma kaunteya, mukta sangach samachara. So it is the principle of karma yoga. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed, otherwise work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage. So it is principle of karma yoga. When in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita Arjuna was refusing to fight, he gave few arguments, and one of these argument was that he didn't want to get vikarma, to get sinful reactions for his fighting with his relatives on Kurukshetra battlefield and so on. So here in this verse number 3.9, Krishna explains, if you do something for Krishna, if you do something for Vishnu, then you are not covered by any karma. Vikarma or pious karma, nothing happens. You just get your freedom from material bondage. So we have some qualities according to our previous lives. We have it. And sometimes people, they are happy with their nature, with their capacities and qualities. Sometimes they are envious to others whom they consider to be more fortunate, more successful in material life. So sometimes person is satisfied with his conditioning, sometimes he is not. But anyway, are you satisfied? You are not satisfied if you don't offer your fruits of your activities and your own conditioning to Supreme Lord, then it will not be beneficial for us if we don't do like this. So this chapter starts from this statement of Arjuna. Arjuna is telling to Krishna, you please tell me what is beneficial for me. And in this verse number 3.9, he is answering, Krishna is answering, do everything for Supreme. It is called yagya. If you do whatever you do, yad karoshi yadashnasi, yad juhoshi dadasi yad. It is another chapter. It is from 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Whatever you do, if you offer this to Supreme Lord, then you become gradually, gradually, you become free from samsara. So in that sense, it is beneficial for us. If we don't perform yagya, if we are just enjoying or suffering because of our conditioning anyway, it is useless enjoyment and useless suffering because it doesn't help us to become free from samsara, to become closer to Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. So here in this purport, Srila Prabhupada writes here that it is great art of doing work, means karma yoga, great art of doing work. And in the beginning, this process requires very expert guidance. So means one cannot just come to the conclusion, to the proper conclusion and proper understanding how to offer everything to Supreme Lord just by his own mental capacities. We cannot come to proper conclusion, proper understanding. Spiritual master is needed. So this karma yoga, actually, it is also some kind of aspect of bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga itself will be described and explained in chapters from 7th to 12th. But here, karma yoga, it is also the way to be a bhakti yogi. Means we can do it, we can do whatever we do. If it is not sinful, we can do it for Supreme Lord. But it requires particular mood, particular consciousness, and for that, this guidance is needed. That's why in the next chapter, we have this famous verse, and this verse sounds Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadikshyanti te gyanam gyanina statva darshanaha. It is about our relationships with Supreme Master. That without Supreme Master, there is spiritual master, sorry. In case of Arjuna, Supreme Master, because in case of Arjuna, his spiritual master is Krishna. In our case, spiritual master. And of course, Supreme Master, because we read Bhagavad Gita in that sense. Anyway, we need spiritual master. And about this point is covered in the next chapter, in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And this expert guidance is needed. Otherwise, there is always a chance to speculate in this spiritual life, to concoct something, and so on and so on. So the next group of the verses, let's go back to this book. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Where is this book? Just one moment. Visual Philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. So here on this picture you can see renunciation or activity. Yeah. So I should make it bigger, I think. Just one moment. So here you see one category of people. They think about fruits. They are doing something and they are thinking about fruits of their activities. And this fellow is thinking about Krishna. So Krishna, he tells that we should think about Supreme and we should offer our endeavors to Supreme Lord. Then it will be beneficial for us. Then we are going to the verses from 10 to 16. It is from Karma Kanda to Karma Yoga. How this transition from Karma Kanda to Karma Yoga takes place. Let's discuss this point. So verses from 10 to 16. So this principle of yagi is described here. Verse number 3.9 is about principle of yagi itself, but now it is explained how it works, that there are different demigods who are in charge of rain, of sun, of sunlight, moonlight, of water, and so on and so on. So we should cooperate with them. We should perform our religious duties in order to satisfy these multiple demigods, and then these demigods will give us food, will give us everything. uh, uh, of course, Srila Prabhupada explains in these purports that all these demigods are under guidance of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. So if you worship Krishna, then all demigods are satisfied, and then they will give you something to drink, something to eat, the place to live in, and so on and so on. And it is principle of religious life that we understand that there is some power, higher power, which gives us whatever we have. And whatever we have, it belongs to this higher power. It doesn't belong to us. We are obliged to someone that we have what we have. It is religiosity. And Srila Prabhupada was telling this story about communists in the Soviet Union when this Soviet Russia just has started. I mean, it was about 100 years ago. I mean, 20th of the previous century. So there was such practice, like people they were going to Christian churches, and they were praying to Supreme Lord, praying to God that please give me my bread. It is famous Christian prayer. And then when they come out from the church, then these communist people, they are standing, they are waiting for these people, for these visitors of the churches, and they are asking these people, so did God give you bread or not? And and these people, they were answering, no, no, sir. And then these people, communist people, they were showing on the car. They had they had trucks with bread, and they were driving to these trucks to the churches, and then they were saying to these people, you don't ask him, you ask us, and then we will give you this bread. Srila Prabhupada is explaining, if these people from churches, if they would have at least a little brain, some brain they would have, then they would ask these communist people, they would ask, rascal, where have you got these grains? Where have you got this bread? Because no one can produce anything in this world without using energies of Supreme Lord. You cannot do it. Everything belongs to Him. Air, water, grains, sunlight, moonlight, whatever. It belongs to Him. So But because of ignorance, these people they didn't ask this question to these communist rulers. And of course, because of fear also, we know the history of communist countries, how it was going. So it was the atmosphere of fear. It is very typical for these countries and for those times. So this principle of cooperating with demigods is described here in these verses, especially in verse number 14, which Braj Mohan Das in his book, Gita Sutras, he entitles this verse like collectivity is productivity. Collectivity is productivity. So verse goes like this. Anat bhavanti bhutani, parjanят ana sambhavach, yagyat bhavati parjanyo, yagyah karma samud bhavach. So it is explained how everything works. All living bodies subsist on food grains, which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yagya sacrifice, and yagya is born of prescribed duties. So Srila Prabhupada was promoting this principle, that if your country is atheistic country, then demigods are not going to cooperate with you because you are not following religious duties. And because of that, you will be having drain. You would not have fruits and vegetables to eat because of bad weather and all this stuff. So we know this story when Srila Prabhupada, it was in 1968, I think. It was the first time when Srila Prabhupada brought his American disciples to India. American disciples and European disciples. And they were traveling through different Indian cities. And once they went to one place where they didn't have rain for quite long time. And they performed Harinam Sankirtan there. They were chanting holy names, and then suddenly rain has started. And the inhabitants of this place were very happy because of this. And Srila Prabhupada explained that it is because of the chanting of the holy names of Krishna, the weather has changed. Usually, when we perform Harinam Sankirtan somewhere, and when weather becomes worse, means the rain is starting and so on, usually we explain it to ourselves that looks like Krishna is satisfied. Because Krishna is satisfied, because of that rain is going on. Our idea is based on this verse from Bhagavad Gita 3.14. So it is good. Now, in Kyrgyzstan, in this country where I'm staying now, they have no snow. They have no snow. And just on last Friday, there was instruction to all the mosques in Kyrgyzstan. It is Muslim country. In all mosques, the instruction that all of them, they should pray to Allah to give them snow. To give them snow, because without snow, they will not have all these agricultural vegetables, fruits, and so on for the next year. It is quite funny, right? It's quite funny. They are asking Supreme Lord, just give us snow. Previously, some people were asking, just give us bread. Bread means it is food. It is already prepared. Now the degradation is going on, and now we're just requesting just for snow. What's going on? What's going on? Just because of that we don't have snow here, really, we don't have. By this moment, there is no snow here in the in Bishkek, capital city, where I'm situated now. And of course, it is good because the weather is not so cold, and people can enjoy this weather. But from agricultural point of view, it is not good. From agricultural point of view. So now all Muslims, they are praying for snow in Kyrgyzstan. They are praying. So we should cooperate with demigods. To cooperate with demigods means to fulfill desires of Krishna, and in that sense, it will be much more easy because so many demigods are there, so many demigods. We cannot satisfy all of them, but Krishna is one. And Mahamantra is very simple. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very simple Mahamantra. Very simple process to satisfy Supreme Lord. We're so lucky that we know this, how it is popular to say now. We know this life hack. We know this secret, how to satisfy everyone. How to satisfy everyone? Just by chanting holy names of Krishna. It is like you water the root of the tree, and after this, all the tree is satisfied and nourished. We don't have to put water on the leaves or on the branches. We can do it. We can water the root, so we know the root by mercy of His Divine Grace, AC. Бхактивиданта с вами Шрила Прабхупад. Шрила Прабхупад Киджай! Харе Кришна! Харе Бол! We're going further. We're going further to the next picture. Karma Kanda and Karma Yoga. Karma Kanda means business with Supreme Lord. Means I'm doing something for you, Lord. But I expect something as my reward. I expect something in exchange. Bhakti Yoga means I do something just for Krishna's satisfaction. And I'm satisfied just because Krishna is satisfied. That's all. And of course, expert spiritual guidance is needed here, because otherwise how we can understand how to practice this mood. This mood is not so typical for material world, for inhabitants of material world. So here we have verses from 17 to 35. This group of verses is entitled Show the Example. So here we have this fellow, you can see it on the right part of your screen, this fellow who is fighting and he is thinking of Krishna, and we have we see these followers, his followers, and still they are thinking about fruits of their activities. Some of them, they have more material desires. You can see 3 apples here, yeah, and this one has just one desire, but very big, big desire, but just one. So it means what? It means we are on different levels. Originally, we are on different levels of spiritual advancement. We have different biographies of our presence in this material world. But anyway, we should follow the example of Acharya. This fellow is Acharya. Nice Acharya. So we're going to the famous Acharya verse. It is verse number 3.21. Yad yad acharati shreshtхas, tat evetaro janach, sayat pramanam kurute, lokas tad anuvartate. Famous verse. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow. And whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. Like a few days back, our Russian president has got Bhagavad Gita from the hands of Narendra Modi. And who knows, maybe it means that other people from governmental structures will become more interested in Bhagavad Gita or in Indian culture in general. Who knows? Just because one person does something, then those who are around, they follow. Sometimes they follow blindly, especially if we are speaking about politics. Like our previous president Boris Yeltsin, he was used to play tennis, and in those times, in 90s, it was popular to play tennis. Other politicians also are playing tennis with him. And then Putin came, and he is practicing judo, sambo, etc., all this stuff. Judo, yeah? This martial arts of East. And immediately all these people became interested in this type of sport. So there is acharya. Achar means example. He sets the example of his life. And there are followers. Some of the followers are blind followers. They just follow, they don't know why. And some of them are more conscious. But anyway, the role of leaders in society is very great. If leader does something nice, then other people follow this. Sometimes blindly, sometimes consciously. So here in this purport, it is explained that this term acharya we don't use just we don't use for any person who sets any example to others. We are using this particular term acharya when we're saying about a person who set the example for others, example which is based on Shastra, which is based on sacred scriptures. The teacher cannot manufacture rules against the principles of revealed scriptures. So that's why Srila Prabhupada is our founder Acharya. Founder means he gives foundation of spiritual life. He explains what is essential, what is foundational spiritual life, that it is foundational to chant holy names, to read books, to worship deities, to to distribute books, to preach, to chant holy names, to take part in kirtan, and so on and so on. So he gives foundation. He gives some rules and regulations which one cannot avoid. If you avoid something, then you avoid mercy, which you can get if you follow. But if you don't follow, then you avoid mercy. And Acharya means that he is not just telling us proper things, but he is also showing his own example. He follows these rules, not because he has to be purified. Srila Prabhupada came here from spiritual world. So there is no need of purification for him. First of all, he shows us the example how to chant holy names, how to worship deities. Likely you have seen these photos when Srila Prabhupada is worshipping to the deities. Likely you have seen these photos. So it is a principle. They show the example, and just because people they see, oh, it is great person, it is our leader, it is natural thing. So here it is written in this purport that there are some positions which are considered to be leadership positions, like for example the king of the executive head of a state, or the executive head of a state, the father, the school teachers, they are considered to be natural leaders. It means what? It means naturally, without saying, they considered to be leaders. People are looking on these people, on these school teachers or parents or kings, and they consider that they will show us the example how to live. And some of them, some of kings can be pious, some of them can be sinful, like King Vena, whose activities are described in fourth chapter, fourth canto of Bhagavatam. But anyway, the principle works like this. If someone is on particular position, then usually most of the people follow just because of the position. But those who are intelligent, they will open Shastra and they will check what about his or her conduct, his or her activities. Is it proper or not? But mainly, unfortunately, most of the people are in ignorance and they just follow because everyone is following. It works like this. But this Krishna consciousness movement is for those who are intelligent, or at least for those who want to become intelligent. So let us read these books and let us become more and more intelligent day after day, shloka after shloka. Let's become more and more intelligent. Here in this verse from Bhagavad Gita 3.27, it is written like this. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the doer of activities that are actually carried out by the three modes of material nature. So it is typical consciousness of materialistic person. We have this line in this verse. Kartaham iti manite. Kartaham iti manite means I am a doer. I do this. I have an idea about myself that I am one who is doing something. But actually, without help of Supreme Lord, without using his energies, including modes of material nature, without all these energies around us, all these ingredients, without intelligence, which is also given by Supreme Lord, it is also his energy, we cannot do anything here. So we cannot have any idea what to do, and we don't have any resources to do anything without this. So Kartaham iti manite means I'm one who is doing everything, and I am not obliged to anyone for my success, if I have success. But those who are in Krishna consciousness, they consider that whatever I see around me, it is energies of Supreme Lord. And whatever are my capacities, it is also energies of Supreme Lord. So it is Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means that whatever we do, we see that it is related to Krishna. And we can gradually develop this consciousness by chanting holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, and the last verse for today, because we have to finish very soon, the last verse for today, it is about Kama. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Kama Esha Krodha Esha, Rajaguna Samudbhavach, Mahashano Mahapapma, Vidyanam Iha Vairinam. So the nature of this Kama or lust is described here. And at the end of this chapter, Krishna explains that this lust, this idea that I'm doing everything, whatever I do, and I will be doing whatever I want to do. It is the essence of lust. Not what Krishna wants from me, but what I want from myself and from this world. It is the essence of lust. It is the enemy of our spiritual life. Moreover, It is the enemy of this world, Krishna is saying here in this verse. So just destroy this lust by the weapon of knowledge, he is saying. Krishna is saying by the end of this chapter. Just get spiritual knowledge, just sharpen your spiritual intelligence, and because of that, you can defeat this lust. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "It is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion and later transformed into wrath." Love. I don't know how to pronounce this word, and which is the all devouring sinful enemy of this world. So it is enemy. Enemy is why it is enemy? Because of this lust and because of this anger, living entities are not satisfied in this world. They are trying to fulfill their desires, to become happy, but they cannot become happy because lust increases, karma increases, and desires are increasing, and because of that, they are always unsatisfied. People are always unsatisfied. And when people they consider each other to be the objects of their enjoyment, like typical materialistic relationships between man and woman, and they consider themselves to be the object of enjoyment for each other. So, but both of them are not perfect. Both of them are conditioned. Both of them have some contamination, material contamination, and both of them they have kama and krodha and lobha and so on and so on. So because of that, the conflicts are happening, and people are not happy because of that. If they are trying to derive happiness from material energy or from other living entities by exploiting them, Krishna consciousness movement gives an alternative. You just serve Krishna. You just follow your own original position, your Sanatana Dharma. You just try to serve Krishna. And from this position, it is safe position and it is our natural position. From this position, you can get much more happiness and satisfaction. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, thank you very much. If you have some questions, please ask the questions.
थैंक यू सो मच प्रभु जी. सो
Haribol.
किसी का कोई प्रश्न है तो वो हैंड रेज कर सकते हैं. Any questions? You can hand raise. Okay. I think Prabhuji, your message was loud and clear. So, Prabhuji, one question, like one question can arise from this chapter, that how can, like, uh, today we see that many of us are doing regular jobs, 9 to 5 jobs for our living. So, like Arjuna was directly said by Krishna to fight because he's saying, and that became his devotional service. So we are doing job. So how will we convert our job to yajna for Krishna?
Oh, for that, one can donate something to ISKCON. You can donate some part of your income to ISKCON.
Income.
Of course, if you will open Nectar of Instruction book, likely you already have opened this book, which has one very big advantage. This book, Nectar of Instruction, has very big advantage for Kali Yuga people. This book is very small. It is advantage. because one can easily read this small book. So, of course, the recommendation is given there to give half of the income, 50%. But of course, we don't expect that everyone will be doing like this. And it also depends on how much income one has. So it depends. So one can give an income to ISKCON projects. Also, one can try to somehow, sometimes it is possible, sometimes it is not so possible. One can try to preach to people with whom he works somehow, or to give some prasadam or whatever. Also, when we do our duties, we can think of Krishna. It depends on what kind of job it is. Sometimes it can be easily combined. You can use your player, your earplugs, and listen to the classes. There are some types of job where it can be easily done. I mean the job of a guard, night guard, who is whose duty is just to sleep in his small room, and it is considered that he is some kind of security for some area. For these people, it is like paradise. It is like paradise because he can chant holy names all the night, or he can listen to the classes all the night. And in some jobs, you have to be always focused on your duties. It depends. So if it is possible to combine, you combine. If it is not possible, then what we can do? And of course, it is important to take prasadam only. So one can take food with himself on his on the place where he works. It is also possible. I don't know how did I answer on the question or not. Of course, it is not that everyone can work in ISKCON temples. We don't have so many temples to engage everyone. We have many temples in Delhi. And the credit goes to His Holiness Gopala Krishna Goswami Maharaj and his followers and many other devotees. We have many temples in Delhi and in India in general, but anyway, it is not that each and every ISKCON devotee will be working in ISKCON temple or in ISKCON project. It is natural part of life that many of us were working outside. Of course, there is a dream. There is a dream of these agricultural communities. Dream of agricultural communities that we will create agricultural communities and we will not depend on these karmic people. We will be having all our fruits and vegetables grown by ourselves, grow your own food and so on and so on. It's so nice, a nice idea, but there is one impediment. Impediment is that people who have habit to live separately in their flats in the city, they are not so much, they don't feel themselves comfortable in village. And also it is qualification. It is also very important spiritual qualification to cooperate. Devotees should cooperate. If they decide to create big project, they should have qualities to cooperate. And usually, if previously these devotees were just seeing each other once or twice a week in the temple, on Sunday program and somewhere else, and not more, and they don't have qualities or skills to cooperate, to tolerate each other, and so on and so on. So there are many projects who were destroyed just because people decided prematurely. They decided to go somewhere and do something nice and big altogether, but they were not ready to cooperate. And because to cooperate means to tolerate and to sacrifice. If we're speaking about big projects, it doesn't happen by itself. So in our common situation, it is normal that we're just working outside, and maybe we don't have habit to tolerate devotees, but if we work outside, gradually we develop habit to be tolerant just by tolerating people from outside. Which is more safe for us. Because if we don't tolerate devotees, we have particular consequences. And if we have some troubles in our relationships with people from outside, these consequences are not so strong. So the situation is more safe, you know. Okay, so we have got some questions here in the chat. So nice. We have some questions. Just one moment, let me scroll it. Sam Ridhi Rai. Could you please share that visual philosophy of Bhagavad Gita you were presenting? I will send it to Vaibhav Prabhu, who invited me here. And then I hope he will share this visual philosophy of Bhagavad Gita with those who will contact him and ask him to share. Okay? After marriage, how can a couple fulfill their worldly duties, grihastha dharma, while remaining spiritually detached, as Krishna teaches, without letting desires, expectations, or ego disturb the relationship? It is the topic for the whole seminar. Better if this seminar would be given by grihasthas, by those who are experienced. So you please ask grihasthas to give such seminar, or you just find, maybe you have an announcement somewhere where some grihastha couple already announced some kind of such seminar. But what I can tell for sure, that it will not happen like this relationship will not be disturbed by expectations, desires, or ego. It will. It will. It is the school. This ashrama is the school where they means husband and wife. They are learning how to serve to each other and how to serve Krishna cooperatively. And of course, they have to tolerate each other. So sometimes this relationship will be disturbed. It is part of life. That's why before marriage, sometimes they go to astrologer to check what about their compatibility. What about their compatibility in this marriage? And compatibility means if compatibility is high, anyway, these disturbances and these sufferings and so on, it will be there anyway. But if compatibility is higher, then less sufferings they will have. But they will have anyway, because it is part of life. The question is how much disturbances they will have. They will have. It is part of life. The question is not that how to arrange life without disturbances. The question is how we're going to deal with these disturbances when it happen. How can one perform actions in the world without being attached to their results? And is it truly possible to have no control over the outcome of one's efforts? Well, for sannyasis it is possible. That's why I'm saying that it is school. It is not that we immediately we can be successful in spiritual life. Just step by step, we become free from, for example, from kartaham iti manite mentality, that I am a doer, everything depends on me, and I'm the greatest of the greatest, and all this stuff. And sometimes we're attached, sometimes we're not. Sometimes we are happy with those people who are around us. Sometimes we're disturbed. It is normal. We should just practice. We should just chant holy names and read books and practice and trying to deal with each other on the basis of Vaishnava etiquette. It is possible, but to achieve this, the efforts are needed. How to cultivate prema bhakti while performing worldly duties. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If job allows you to chant holy names simultaneously, it is good job. If it doesn't allow, it is also normal. Then you can chant in your mind. But if to speak about our 16 rounds, 16 rounds minimum, our standard of chanting, it should be done. How to say? Not in mind. It should be done. I forgot the word. How it should be done? It should be done.
Um, I also don't know the
You also
exact word.
forgot this word. Yeah. It should be done on the level of
While
our.
chanting,
Ah?
while chanting and listening.
Yeah. It should be. I mean, it should be done in the way that you hear what you are saying, not just in your mind. I mean, allowed. It should be done allowed.
Allowed, yes.
Allowed. Yes, it should be done allowed. Like for example, once one Indian Mataji came to Srila Prabhupada and she told him that, you see, Swamiji, I always chant Hare Krishna in my mind. And then Srila Prabhupada, he responded, if you chant in your mind only, then you take prasadam also in your mind only. Yeah. Uh, so we should distinguish between real spiritual life and our imagination. You see, because something we can imagine in our mind, in our imagination. But if there is prescription that you chant holy names aloud, then you chant aloud. Ага. Ritanza Rajahan, Prabhuji, my question, please. Here. Yeah, I see your question. How to avoid laziness when it is about wake up early in the morning? Hare Krishna Dandavat Pranam Prabhu G. G. Mm. Yeah, it is also normal. It is also normal when it is early hours and someone wants to sleep. It is normal. Just accept yourself. But anyway, wake up. Just accept yourself. Don't how to say, don't blame yourself. It is normal. Many people, they like to sleep. It is normal. But anyway, wake up and chant holy names. How to avoid laziness? Just wake up and take cold shower. And you see, there is one hint. One Mataji told us in Russia, when I was in Russia, one Mataji, she had this experience of living in the ISKCON temple and following morning program and everything. So the rule is very simple. When you wake up, you just don't listen to your mind and don't think about anything. Just follow up to the prasadam time. From Mangala Arati to prasadam time, you don't have to think about anything. Otherwise, if you listen to your mind, then your mind can convince you to do something, to sleep more, and so on and so on. So just tell your mind, I will be listening to you, but later on. And during this period of time, when you woke up and till prasadam time, no need to listen to the mind. No need to do it. We can listen to our mind, but later on. Otherwise, we will be distracted. uh, Hare Krishna. Okay. Ritanzana Rajahan is asking, in winter, I don't know why she is asking about winter. Why the question is about winter? I don't understand. And what about body? And what about winter? I don't understand how winter and body are related to the question.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Mataji, would you like to explain why you are mentioning winter? Hari Bol. Hari Hari. Okay, then we are going to the to answer on the question given by Ashish Thakur. Ashish. Ritanza Rajahan is asking about cold shower in winter. Well, of course, if winter is there, cold shower. I don't. I'm not saying to take it outside on the street. It can be done in bathroom. I'm not saying that it should be done outside. Why? Why outside? No, just take it in bathroom, and then just use a towel and warm yourself. That's all. Hare Krishna. Okay, so the question is about the question is from Ashish Thakur. As a student, how to manage spirituality and aiming for clearing exams simultaneously? Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Well, one should prepare for his exams nicely. Otherwise, it will be difficult to pass exams. Just just plan your education. I mean, just learn this knowledge little by little and prepare for your exams and chant holy names. And I don't know what is the difficulty. I mean, from this question, I am not getting what is your difficulty. And where is Chandi Jain? Chandi Jain, where are you? Where are you? Okay. Um, how to manage both? How to manage both? Well, just to be serious about exams, to be serious about spirituality, because our future, in both cases, our future depends on our exams and on our spirituality. To what extent we are serious to our spirituality, our future depends on this. And the same way is about exam. If we pass exams nicely, then we have more chances to get good job, to get good income, and to donate this good income for ISKCON projects. Yes. Very simple. So there is, it is interrelated. Spirituality is related to your exams because the more you earn, the more you can donate. Very simple. Job hi to nahi milti. What does it mean?
That's just that jobs are very hard to get these days.
Yeah. It in general, it is not so easy to live in material world. What to do? It is life. Okay, some more questions or thoughts or ideas. Haribol.
Okay, Prabhuji. So I think
Okay.
we can end the session here. So let us welcome Prabhuji, thank Prabhuji by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your association. Thank you so much. And
Thank you for the invitation. Hare Krishna.
all glories, all glories. to Srila Prabhupada.
Oh, we have got one more question here. If we have just 1 or 2 minutes, we can answer.
Yes, yes,
The
Prabhuji.
question
If
is
you have,
from Ram Prakash Agarwal. I see you. I see you, Ram Prakash Agarwal. I see you on my screen. I have Ladu Gopal in my house. In the morning, I wake up at 3:40. I do Nitai Karme Lake bathing, etc. Takes 1.05 hours, and about at 4:45, I'm doing my puja in my home mandir. Home mandir. It takes another 45 minutes. Therefore, I'm unable to go uh, for Mandir Arati. Is it correct or not? Uh, you ask temple authorities. You ask temple authorities what they will suggest you. You see, there is one letter which is written by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is writing here. He wrote this letter in the period of time when many of devotees, many of grihasthas, they have got their own deities, and because of that, they didn't visit temple. So Srila Prabhupada wrote in that letter that personal deities that we have in our homes should be considered as expansions of official main deities in the temple. So basically, I mean, we should not distinguish like my God and your God, because God is one anyway. So ideally, we should pay attention on what's going on in the temple. But I suppose that it would be better if I would suggest you to discuss it with temple authorities also. Yeah. But anyway, it is so nice that you are doing this Abhishek every morning. It is very inspiring example. Hare Krishna. How to control desires and anger by chanting holy names and by reading books. His Holiness Gopala Krishna Goswami Maharaj was saying, just do these two things, but the quality of chanting, quality of reading should be good quality. Chant holy names and read Srila Prabhupada's books, and then Maya will not touch you. Maya will not touch you. So it will help us to control ourselves and to purify our consciousness. Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Hare Bol.
so thank you so much, Prabhuji, for this wonderful session and for sharing all these wonderful points. So, and thank you all of you for attending this session. So we will meet the next day, and hopefully we will get soon association of Madhava Murari Prabhuji again
Hare
in
Krishna.
in the coming sessions. So thank you so much, all of you, for joining the session and making this wonderful attempt for the service.
Thank you for your attention. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dhanavad.